Neuralim is sure to be expecting you, and I doubt talking with me will endear you to him. Good luck with Neuralim, and ignore anything he says about me.
Welcome. Do come in. You must forgive my lack of hospitality. The Maid of Windermere and her minions have left me in a bit of a situation. Creth and Airmore could offer no remedy, but perhaps your mortal ingenuity will prevail where others have failed. The maid paid me a visit this past evening. She and her accomplice, Nyx the Troll, stole my most prized cairns. All that work, and for what? With what I know, I should have expected an attack. Even this imprisonment spell, it is the same she used in the Ballad of Two Knights and a Troll. I can't recall the counterspell, of course, as that cairn was stolen. You must get them back, mortal. All of them, especially the one you came for. Her nearest lair is Sunder Caverns, where her minion Nyx makes his home. It is a craggy pit in Haxie, east. It is a tale of what happens when one wishes to become something he has not. In this case, the subject of the song was Nyx the Troll, a loathsome pit of... As a jest, the Maid of Windermere enchanted Nyx into believing he was an ordinary man. He attempted to settle in a quaint mortal village to predictable... When the knights Creth and Airmore arrived, they treated him like the man he longed to be. They challenged Nyx to a gentlemanly duel and slew him in fair combat. The Great Collection was commissioned by Lord Isa himself, but it was Hallam the White who championed its creation and who crafted the fake cairns. As long as the library and its many cairns remain, the songs of summer will have a place in this world, being sung again and again for an eternity. Surely you know the songs of Sir Krath and Sir Aylmer. Faithful fret, but it's likely you know them from Two Knights and a Troll. That is, they were here only moments ago, and I sent them after the villain who did this. My hopes for rescue go with them. It is a form of magic new to our kind, a creation of our own Hallam the White. Lurestones have become a common magic among the young races. They are readily made, changed, and defiled. We, the Echo Stone and the Fey Cairns, are the latest in a series of experiments, as Hallam and I seek a way to protect. They were designed by Father Atair, a mortal, and I worked with Hallam the White to fashion the enchanted cairn shell. It took more than a season to conceive of, and then create the first working cairn, but it has been worth all my efforts. Our songs of summer are safe. She is the Witch Magware, sworn enemy of our great house and enchantress supreme. She will do anything within her, as it is now, and as it has always been. She preys upon the wild and stupid to reach her goals. But something, as in his ballad, Nyx ran when he saw Kreth and Aylmer arrive. He is clearly under the maid's curse, and maybe he ransacked the cottage and made off into the night, his gigantic arm piled high with Fey cairns. My Fey. I am Tenwa, formerly a knight of the House of Ballads. Many seasons ago, I was asked to give up my post and come here to work on the Fey. Hallam has trusted me with protecting the catalogue of legendary summer feats. I guarantee that every song is sung as it. See you soon.
Well, well. You truly fit Hallam's description. It's nice to finally gaze upon the new Sagril. I am Sir Aylmer. This is my companion, Sir Creth. Ah. Welcome to Sunder Caverns. If you've come in search of the Maid of Windermere, I must disappoint you. She's nowhere to be found. You too? Well, I managed to find one, but there are plenty more. The maid had them. She was here one moment, but gone the next, as is her way. She did leave behind her old ally, Nyx the Troll, to give us a bit of trouble and slow our pursuit. Creth and I have fought Nyx more times than I dare count. You could say he's an old friend. If you're interested in joining our little hunting party, feel free.
Don't bother me. I'm not your brother. Not yet. Fight well, and perhaps I'll look upon you with fresh eyes. It is no fell trick to find yourself one of the chosen few. It is not no dustling has ever fallen in with the... My true name is Trek, and I am the first and only one to have acted in the role... Aylmer and I have sworn allegiance to one another first and... Oh, I could kill him if I wished to. But that is not how the song is sung. Have you any other stupid... Goodbye. Don't bother me. I'm not your brother. Goodbye.
Look who's here.
Too slow. Don't bother me. I'm not your brother. Goodbye.
Smell that! Nix is here somewhere. We didn't expect to see you here.
Try not to perish, Dustling.
Eyes open, Sagril. That sound? Goodbye. Eyes open, Sagril. That sound? Or you wish to know about the storyteller? Well, that being said, I have He is my shadow. Always there when He is my shadow. Always there when I need him. And his courage never falters. We are one. I am Sir Aylmer at your service. My oath-bond brother and knight-hand Creth and I were the knight. I believe that there is no higher calling than the House of Ballads. We are all that stand. Sunder Caverns is littered with the things. Of course, we'll have to get through Nyx to find them all. It was the fabled blade used to beat back the Balgan during an incursion many seasons ago. Creth and I still argue over which of us the blade... Let's finish this.
Don't bother me. I'm not your... Goodbye.
That wasn't so terrible now, was it? Still, I'm baffled as to why Nyx was outside Sunder Caverns. It was surely not to play his part in the coming ballad. There's more going on here than Creth and I are party to, and I want to know what. We'll speak again back at the House of Ballads. And Sagro, thank you. These are times of change, and we all must be on our guard. Well, you wish to know about the storyteller? Ha! Well, that being said, I have... Goodbye.
Keep up, mortal.
Excellent. But you've returned without the most important cairn of all. Troubling. But this is a challenge for later. For now, you must break this cursed spell. As you've no doubt noticed, those cairns are warded and will not reveal their secrets. They will, however, last an eternity. Perhaps even longer. I knew they would find Nyx. After all, it is their telling to deal with his maddening ways, even if that means slaying him time after time. Those cairns are like lore stones, but special. They're enchanted, and the only way to unlock their contents is to use the Echo Stone. The one in the next room is one of Hallam's early attempts, but it should work. Go listen to Two Knights and a Troll. Find the words that will free me from this prison. It is a magical shrine, specially created to hold the most glorious of fate. See you soon.
May the stone sing your song to the ages. May the breath of time remember you. Listen. Listen as the echo stone etches each ballad in the story of two valiant souls I bring. Of the lords named Aermer and Creth I sing. Two hearts united against common foes. The thoughts of one in mind, the other knows. Lord Creth of knights, most stoic and grave. Lord Aermer's hand and shadow the brave. And gentle Aermer, his equal in might. Dawn to Creth's dusk, day to his night. Here is the tale of how they stopped a troll. The Maid of Windermere corrupted its soul. The Bulgan came, eyes of flame, and hearts born black with fury. To Lorca reign, through wind and rain, their wish to rend and plunder. Till two knights true, in green and blue, rose up to face this villain, and sought a blade that would not fade in spring or deepest winter. Rydark was forged, a mystic sword, one that would do its duty. And the knights so true, in green and blue, laid the Bulgan low forever. May the stone sing your song to the troll named Nyx had a most troubled heart. In nature was it displeased with its part. It hated its difference from the norm, and wished to shed its current form. In grief it went to the Maid of Windermere. She motioned to Nyx and beckoned him near. It is your wish to be human, I see, she whispered to the troll in glee. I shall grant your wish and make you so. You are a human now, she cackled. Go. And so the troll named Nyx to town it came, never suspecting it was still the same. It crushed the road and split the wall, and Creth and Eremer were sure to fall. They faced the troll and fought to no avail. The wise knights knew what was wrong in our tale. The treacherous Maid of Windermere at play. We know in part what is wrong with this fay. And so Lord Eremer shouted to Lord Creth, challenged this troll to a duel to the death. The troll still under the wicked maid's spell, and was human, it thought, and all was well. Rampaged throughout the countryside in joy, treating all as toys. Lord Eremer slowly approached him and said, if you are human, deal as such instead. Face us, if that is your fate. Duel us, and reveal the truth of your state. Then the troll and fae did battle and fought. Alas, all was not as the troll had thought. After he had won, Lord Creth said to Nyx, with a mind to ease and a will to fix, you are a troll, and that is good, my friend. You have no faults, no wrong to mend. But if it be your wish to join their kind, a better way you must find. There is naught wrong with following your will, as long as it does not bring others ill. Again the heroes of honor stayed true. The story of a troll, and the knights too.
What is it? Did you discover the words to the counterspell? Please do hurry. See you soon. Are you ready to speak the counterspell? No, that's not it. Try again. See you soon. Are you ready to speak the counterspell? I thought that was it. Apparently not. See you soon. ready to speak the counterspell. That's it. Hear me, and don't forget a word. What Hallam feared is coming to pass. Somehow, using a new and twisted magic, the Maid of Windermere hopes to alter the telling. At this moment, she possesses the single most important song in our canon, the hero and the maid. If its story changes, we are all at risk. You must warn the House of Ballads. Time is running out for all of us. It is a tale of what happens when one wishes to become something he has not. As a jest, when the knights Kreth and Eremer arrived, Hallam has trusted me with protecting the cat. It is good you killed him. He deserved it. It took more than a season to conceive of. And then, it is a Lurstone, the Echo Stone, and the Fey Cairns are the latest in his... The Great Collection was committed. As long as the library and its many cairns remain, go find Wenson and Hallam. It may already be too late. See you soon. The court calls and I obey.
You may search the Empire 10 times over, but you will not find your beloved Wenson, nor his foolish court of enchantments. They, like you, are mine. Dream of me, lovely, for we shall be together soon. The time is coming.
Yeah, good day to you. I will. Good day to you. Goodbye.
Good. You are well. The same cannot be said of the king, nor of the court of enchantments. In my absence, the maid has taken them all. Tenwa says that the greatest of ballads, the hero and the maid, was not recovered. This song, above all the others, must be found. You have acted as our agent thus far, Sagril. Do you continue to stand by us? With all our heroes gone, you may very well be our last light in the darkness. In that ballad, King Wenson defeats the Maid of Windermere once and for all. He confesses his love to trick her into an embrace. It is close enough for him to strike. If the maid is truly altering our ballads towards more favorable outcomes for her and her minions, then she could rewrite her own demise. She could avoid it altogether. You are no stranger to death. So you must have felt it, the fall of all magic. I have foreseen it for seasons, and as I am not one to stand by, I chose to act. With a small group of dedicated individuals, Fae and mortal alike, I set about preparing a way for the great songs of the Summer Court to find permanence. The cairns are the result of this effort. They are magic, but magic that will not fade. I knew I could count on you. In the face of uncertainty, your loyalty has proven steadfast. It is no use for us to combat the Maid of Windermere when we do not understand her new magic. There is only one man I know. His name is Father Eter. He is a monk and an alchemist, and a trusted friend. Eter may have the answers we seek. I have known Eter for 40 seasons. Aside from being a follower of Mitharu, Eter is the most skilled alchemist I have ever known. His wise gaze peers even deeper into the mysteries of life than mine. It is the foundation of our great inheritance, the canon of stories driven mad by our love for King Wenson. The maid finally ensnares him with a spell of longing and retreats to her castle. There she waits to consummate. All is not lost. Wenson fights the enchantment, inspired by his ardor for Belmaid, his true beloved. Taking the maid in his embrace, he slays her once and for all. The creation of a new form of magic, a permanent magic, lore stones, are a faulty method of remembrance, one that can be changed, destroyed. Father Eter watches over a small Almain mission in the southeast, St. Edric's. You will know it by the runes on... Go. Find Eter.
Hello.
Just what do you think you're doing poking around this jail? It's always one thing or another. Boggarts, bandits, weather. But we're not frail people. The boggarts caused it, sure. But what caused the boggarts? Trust me, we've got enough troubles with the blood plague and all that. We don't go tossing people in there unless we've got... I'm the jailer. What do I look like? I'm the jailer. What do I look like? The damned Fate Weaver. She lives right over there.
Good day. If you ask me, that witch across the lake's had a hand in this plague.
When times were better, we'd hunt in these woods. Camp in the old mine.
There are bandits out there, despite the plague.
I should go. Go, sit down and rest.
War-sworn work? Good. The gold's run low and my mother's not doing so well. To the Warden's bridge it is. Aye, the one smack in the heart of Lorcoraine. Go north of here, then east, then south along the road. It's seen its share of hardship, so I can serve in the military. All able bodies must serve in turn. Since Warsworn know how to fight, we're usually the first call. It's an honor to be taken as hireling. Since Mother fell ill, I've had more work and a plague troubles Didenhill. For her. For the older ones. Farewell, Mother. I won't be long.
I've got the trembles again, my dear. They won't go away.
You're welcome in Didenhill always. These damned boggarts.
I'm sorry, but there's no plague shield left.
No, at all.
I'm sorry, but I'm simply out of plague shield. There's nothing I can do for you or anyone else till I have it. Blasted blood plague. It treats the blood plague, which almost all of Didenhill's sick with just now. Brother Fallon should have come with more. Can't think where he is. Good, because the whole village needs that plague shield. Never mind what happened to that old oaf. I need the medicine. 3 parts. Go up the road through Glendora Wood that leads to the mission. Bring the plague shield yourself if you must. Well, Brother Fallon should have it, but then he should have been here by now. Go up into Glendora Wood toward the mission. Normally, only half the village has it now, and a bedridden village starves. Lumpkins, oafs, and bit. I suppose they all mean well. Only the heirs. Only thing for treating the blood plague. Few indeed have the skill to. Well, she made no. And what I'd like to know is, what? On with you. Get.
Anyone who's able serves
The
in
waters
the
of Loch
militia.
Dyden. Such a
the
lovely
only way.
sight.
By me, Tharu, what is it you... Oh, hello. Kester Barclay. My apologies. I don't mean to be rude. This crisis has me a bit on edge. Blood plague. And the boggarts. Normally the things keep to themselves. Looks like some Jotun got into their lair, though. I can't, but Astrid Frisk, our here. We've been running low. More should have arrived at... You're either brave or a fool. But if you could kill the Jotun, perhaps the All right. Travel north to the boggart's lair in Coilsbane, and clear out their... Driving the Jotun from Coilsbane would be the best thing you could... Of course, Astrid Frisk could probably use some help as well. Our own here. If you think you can be of any help, you most likely find her... It won't likely kill you. Leave you a single boggart we can handle. But 10, 20? They can't allow them to run around unchecked, putting all the folks here at risk. Coilsbane is a boggart cave. A while back, don't know what the Jotun were looking for, or if they've found it, and I don't care. We're simple people here. Merchants, tradesmen. We're not lumbering brutes. Almost why they came to Glendara is anyone's guess. They just showed up one day. I grew up here. Seems like when I got back, I was the toast of the town. That boy needs to rest. He's got the cough. Won't listen to me or his own brother. Until later, then.
Ah, the castle. This tells me that your tavern will be a part of Loch Dylan.
Plague or thunder, the craft hall's doors are always
Last
open.
month you told me that the plague would take us all.
You're a brave soul coming to Didenhill. This little village is faring pretty badly, and I would know. I was in the war. It's in your best interest to fill your pack and depart as soon as you're able. The blood plague works fast, very fast. You met Giselle. How? I sent that death notice. She should know. She cannot know that I survived. Call me a coward. Call me whatever you wish. I am not the same man she wed so long ago. I am broken. I cannot subject her to the nightmares, the wounds, the restlessness. I will spare her that torment. I don't know. I've endured much, but perhaps she has endured even more. Her silent vigil has no doubt been as trying as my time on the battlefield. You're right. This reunion is one we both deserve. We have earned our happiness. How could I have ever considered anything else? Thank you, truly. Thank you. It's pretty nasty, and I've seen my fair share of infection. You don't want to know about me. Besides, that name hardly means anything to me now. I came back different, a shadow of the boy from Good. I'd rather not talk about it if that's okay with you. I think about the war enough as it is, and I doubt these wolves will ever let me forget. I paid a scholar to fashion a false death notice, the kind the army uses to inform the next of kin that a courier left with it several days ago. All my hope for Gisella's future went with it. It was once an old Alfar outpost. Melson Shear is where I lost this hand.
How could a person's fate just change like that? This doesn't make any sense.
It's your fault that I can't pay my tab, you know? I wasn't ever supposed to come back here in the first place. I've spent the last 20 years knowing what fate had in store for me. And then you... Damn it. I thought I had my life figured out. I know. It's just... I wasn't always the man I am now. In my youth, I was quite the warrior. I fought beasts the size of trees, was celebrated by mortals and fae alike. When I was initiated into the Fate Weavers, I thought it was a reward for my good deeds. The first time I saw my own fate, I realized it was nothing but a curse. My own death, of course. But not a hero's death as I had always dreamed. I was going to die alone and unknown, killed by an Etin and used for stew. It was a terrible end, but I knew it was part of fate's greater plan. Then you came and changed that future. You stole my part in the tapestry. I was at peace with knowing the worst, but what do I do now that there's nothing to know? You're right. My glory days don't have to be over, and as long as I'm around you, I don't know how my story will end. That means I've got to make sure you stay around in one piece. Maybe this old trinket from my youth will help. After all, I don't just owe you my life. I owe you my future. Why, I once tracked a Yeth of Avgrun on a moonless night by smell alone. Fey or not, I could have tracked those Tuatha sober. They've set up in a cavern north of town, complete with some way of scrying your location. I have a plan. but it'll take the both of us to work. These soldiers were sent out with one purpose: finding you and making sure you stay dead. Everything else, the well, Arden, Hughes, have all been collateral damage. They're using something big to track you. They call it the Eyes of Tirnoch. Smash it, and they won't. The main entrance is heavily guarded and will require a strong attack. The other route is trapped. It'll need a subtler approach. I don't have an answer for that. I can't imagine what about you made Gadflow send his troops across the continent. Straightforward and direct. A war. I'll cover the back and make sure they can't escape to report back to whoever. Let's track down some trouble. I'd love to chat, but don't we have more pressing matters? I don't have an. His army is locked in a siege in Thanks for giving an old man another chance. Whoever that Aelin but she's still trouble. The immortals inscribed their not. I always thought it was a poetic way of talking about the theater. But there it is, in your hands. The Destiny Stone showed us the tapestry of fate. But your power must have consumed it all. Everything except the wisdom at its core. Gadflow is just some trumped-up fae who started hearing voices, I gather. The Crystal War, they've been calling it. 10 years ago, the Winter Fae turned violent. They say it's their sacred duty to cleanse the mortal. It's been going back and forth for years. He once offered me an honorary knighthood after I slayed the You know the Summer Court in Issa? Well, the Winter Court are their darker siblings. They're not evil, but they're strange crystal, Prismir. It's normally a shade of blue, but when you treat it and charge it with magic, it turns blood red. Used to be a quiet little town, but even out here they're feeling the effects of the war. And that was before all this plague business. This town needs a hero, but thanks to the war, they're all dead. The Eyes of Tirnoch are two immense Prismir mirrors. Long as the Tawa... Let's track down some trouble.
What's that? Stupid bloody peasants. Alfred Grilrigas will not suffer. Now be gone. Take your poisoned air and get out of my sight. It's back. Back, you imbecile! These robes are woven...
It takes the fire out of you, this damn disease.
I have full faith in Kester to keep us safe.
Ahem. Aye.
Another victory! Another victory!
I will never be your lover. Yet I will make a likeness of your loveliness. Your sun-kissed face, your moonlit eyes. I found a crest of sand, from which I will give my love true form.
Well, I ain't exactly forthcoming with tasks for you, but I can jaw a bit. What's needed? Well, first off, you should find someone a little more well-informed than me. Krulgarin's the camp leader. I'd chat with her. Krulgarin's but she and I have worked more than a few jobs. Oh, don't mind me or nothing. Just an interested, good, clean folk. Well, mostly clean, and mostly good. Well, first off, you should find someone a little more well-informed than me. Krulgarin's the camp leader. I'd chat with her.
Another Burke off the road, eh? Ain't no worries in Star Camp. Living free in the... Go already!
Need an answer? Now come, fellow traveller. Ain't much like a bit of gossip to soothe the tongue, isn't it? Keep to the shadows. Need an answer? Now come, fellow traveller. Ain't much like a bit of gossip to soothe the tongue, isn't it? May the ground be soft and your steps silent.
Need a quieter step?
Trading done here? Always open for business when the road is your market. place. Are you looking to buy items or sell them? Always looking to make a bit of coin?
The shadows precede you. Greetings. For your coin, I can help you improve your stealth and hide your presence. Where the shadows... Well,
another comes to Sun Camp. Catabrano's always looking for friends to dice with. He even runs an honest game. Roland's the man you need to see. You need to...
Wonder what Graven's up to. He's looking for some help with something.
Never needed a life with a house with
You may pray at the altar to St. Edric if you wish, but please treat the father with respect. Welcome to St. Edric, stranger.
We embrace all those who are open to Matharu's natural order.
Hello, child.
I hope you find your stay here peaceful.
Welcome to St. Edric's. You're here to meet with Father Etair, yes? The Father's always playing host to interrupt. His quarters are on the second floor of the mission bunkhouse. Most of his days are spent inside working on his research. I don't understand a word of it. No, I knew that they were arguing, but I never imagined that it would lead to murder. It's enough to make a man question his faith. Father Etair and his apprentice brother Wolf, they were inseparable, like a true father and son. It was a shared love of alchemy that brought them together. But since their work repairing the village well, they've been acting tense, even hostile. Just this morning I saw Etair fetching water. But now he's gone. Mitharu save us all. You're free to search the bunkhouse. Please, if you can shed any light on this tragedy, we'll do all we can to assist you. In another life, Wolf was a butcher in Gallifore. He's a naive sort, and his gifts do not lie in prayer. But Father Etair believed that Wolf had been called. It dried up several months ago, so we sent some... Father Etair had great interest in Mitharu's natural splendors. He volunteered to lead the project. Goodbye.
Every day that passes is a blessing from Mitharu.
Stay back. I don't know who you are or how you found me, but you will not have the crystals. They are mine. Don't make me kill another. That was my name, yes. But it means nothing now. And after everything I've seen, everything I've done, I'm a cursed soul now. Mitharu has chewed me up and spit me out. I lost my true father in the mines of Apatir. In many ways, Atir took his place. Taught me to respect hard work. I had no choice. He was trying to destroy the crystals. He didn't understand that the strange woman was right. She knew the crystals' power. That's why she wanted them. But we told her nothing. When she left, Father dropped the crystals back into the well. But they sang to me, told me to kill him. Unless she was a fae, quite beautiful. Called herself the Maid of Windermere. But it was his idea to lie when the maid asked him about the crystal's properties, its strength, endless questions. But he told her nothing. I haven't found her yet. I was searching the well tunnels when I was attacked by kobolds. Father Atir did something to the crystal. Hid it by way of magic. Priest using magic. Unforgivable. The crystals give off a glorious music. Can you not hear? It speaks to me.
Father Adair believed that the magic within the crystals responded to the tones and rhythms of song. Almost as if they were a living thing. Why would I want to do that? The song of the crystal is the only true... Mitharu? Never. Father Adair, no. Get out of it.
White and his pet to expose my plans. You will regret ever joining the House of Ballads. You will have to try better than that, beloved. I keep secrets for a reason. I wanted the mission's crystals, but the mortal and his boy would not cooperate. But I always find a way to get what I desire. Don't we all? I am known as the Maid of Windermere, but that is all you shall learn. Winston is with me, and he will stay with me until I deem it fit to return him. If the House of Ballads wishes to... Since I have all of them, that leaves you. Come, I wish to collect you as well.
This is not just about the court anymore. You have roused the maid's interest, and it is clear she wishes to add you to her collection. We must do as she commands, but we will be prudent in how we proceed. This ballad, The Champion, is one to be undertaken with great caution. So, Sagrul, are you ready to make the preparations and depart? Now is the time. I cannot foresee the outcome of these events, Sagrul. This version of the telling has never. You must do all you can to preserve the House of Ballads. Even as the maid tempts you with her promises of freedom, she covets King Wenson and always has. By taking the whole court of enchantments, there is more. There is you. The maid is a curious sort. One whose interest is... It is a tragic ballad of a knight who entered the maid's kingdom only to fall prey to her enchantments. His name was Sir Elswin, and he had the best of intentions. Elswin gloriously overcame Windermere's defenses, but it was on the edge of the Weeping Gorge that the maid came to him and clouded his thoughts. Now he stands forever as the maid's lone champion, defender at the gates. All who wish to enter the kingdom of Windermere must go. Then it is time. You are the last knight of the House of Ballads. There is little you can do to prepare for the journey ahead, but take another resurrection potion like the one you used to save Ferrara. This is all I can offer you. The rest of the story is yours to tell. One can always find what is sought if the desire is strong enough. Venture northeast of the House of Ballads, and you will find your way. You are our last hope, Sagrul.
What is it?
How may I help? It cheers me to see you alive. What does it mean when all you've come to know is no longer? I will always have my healing. Farewell, fragile one.
Niralim is sure to be expecting you, and I doubt. Good luck with Niralim, and ignore anything he says about me.
You've come. Wise. Wiser than those other fools in the House of Ballads. It is their inability to see beyond themselves that has brought them to this end. This is my realm, and any who seek to cross it must first face my challenges. The Wall of Thorns awaits. As it is in the telling, so it will be for you. Only a true knight of the House of Ballads may pass beyond the wall, and every true knight needs armor. Tell me, beloved, are your tales worth a minstrel's breath, or are you just dust waiting to fall? Farewell.
Stop! Look who it is, Creth. Hallam the White has sent his right hand to tear at Our Lady's good name. You are interrupting a duel for the ages. There can only be one Windermere champion, and it shall be me. Of course, Creth has never been one to concede gracefully. The pawns of Hallam only wish to harm our mistress, and they will feel the sting of our... She is the only one who deserves our worship, the only one willing to stand against the telling and fight for her own ambition. It is I, but in truth I've discovered a greater calling, a purpose that will never fade. I fight for the maid now, and she whispers her love. Need our armor? Is this a jest? You will never impress the maid. She is only interested in true knights. Perhaps you can help us choose, Sigrel. Creth and I were just fighting over who should be the maid's true champion. Unless you believe yourself worthy of such an honor, then by all means challenge one of us to a duel. The prize, your sought-after armor. We honor this field of battle in the name of the maid. Creth thinks it is he who she desires, but he is wrong. He is always wrong. There can only be one defender of Windermere. As Sir Elswin was no longer worthy, Creth and I dispatched him hastily, and in a manner befitting one of his service. You may win more than just my armor, Sagrel. You will know that you are truly the victor, for Eärmar is the greatest knight ever to raise a sword in the maid's name. Indeed, I must confess, this was the outcome I desired.
And crept through summer's end to break the seal of magic's veil. Auror's love she'd pretend. Seduced by Belmaid's false love, Sir Auror let her through. Then Belmaid did cloak herself, and castle she did view.
Impressed with every head you lay before me. Well done. You rival even Sir Elswin in your foolish arrogance. You may have passed the Wall of Thorns, but the Weeping Gorge proposes its own unique challenges. He was captain of the Royal Windermere Guard, and my staunchest defender. His body lies below where it fell. I mourn him in my own way. Like all the others, little phantoms hiding behind the victories of the past. Weak minds are the easiest to control, and those to... It is what prevents my enemies from simply marching into my kingdom and feeding it to the flame. To raise the bridge, one must defeat its guardian, the legendary Sir Elswin. Only then will the path make its way open to you. Alas, Sir Elswin has been killed, as goes the story. This time I fear he's staying quite dead.
I have you right where I... Wait, what's the meaning of this? Who are you and where is my opponent? Oh, I see what happened. Blast. Perhaps next time. I was once a grand knight in the clan of Isa, but Miss I became the champion and protector of her castle. That did not last long. She tired of my service and my love. A great sword to the throat, how else? It was gloriously bloody, if I recall. The champion had been told to end my service to the maid. Really?